Hey guys, welcome back. And here we are, lesson 2. And this one is going to be don't live for pleasure. Now, last week we talked about you not being in the dark. We emphasized you learning about the word, praying, improving your relationship with the Lord. So today we're going to focus about you. One of the things that we see in the world is that they say, like, do whatever you want, do what feels good. No one has the right to tell you yes or no, and no one has the right to limit you or correct you. And that sounds really good. That sounds really happy, because that doesn't give you any type of rules or guidelines, meaning you are free, right? I'll put in quotation marks, you are free. But as you grow up and you learn, like, when there's no boundaries, there's nothing, we kind of do it overboard. Really good example is we can all eat donuts every day if we want, right? I can have a donut this morning, or you can have a donut in the afternoon. But if we keep doing that every day without any limit, without anyone telling us, hey, you know what, a donut's not the best nutritious thing in the world, though they are delicious and they taste so great and donuts are life, you should not be eating a donut or donuts every day, mainly because it has no nutritional value. There's tons of sugar, meaning that not only does your body have to process all that sugar, it's just going to be in excess, and then you're just, it leads to a lot of problems. One thing we're going to look into is going to be Ephesians 4:19, and it says, they have no sense of shame, they live for lustful pleasure, and eagerly practice every kind of impurity. So what's that saying? That's saying that there's no shame, meaning that they don't know that they're doing anything wrong, so meaning there's no shame in them doing something wrong. Example, we're going back to the donuts. If I didn't know that donuts are bad and unhealthy for me, I would be eating them without any shame, just blah, 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 right? If you get especially the little bag, like the chocolate donuts, I could eat a whole bag without even knowing. But knowing that I should limit myself and I should eat healthy, I feel a little bit ashamed when I can say, oh, I ate a whole bag of donuts, right? So the same thing, when you do not have any limits, when you know that there are boundaries, there are rules, or there are things that you need to live up to, there's this shame when you fail that. So basically, when you know the Lord and you know what He wants from you, or you know what He has called you to, anytime you derail from that, anytime you go away from that, there's going to be some shame. And then sometimes that shame kind of creates this gap between you and the Lord, which makes it even harder for you to get back, because you have to say, oh man, I messed up, or I'm not living right. And you have to admit that before you can get back with your relationship with the Lord. And one of the reasons that you don't want to live by that motto of you do whatever you want, do what feels good, is because, again, we go back to your understanding, your knowledge is limited. So if you keep going in a route that I'm happy, I'm buying everything I can, for example, you're going to go bankrupt, because if there's no type of order or any type of restraint when you're spending money, you're headed down the wrong path. So that's what the Lord is trying to do. It's very easy for us to think, oh, being a Christian is a bunch of rules, but not really. There's a lot of things that the Lord just tries to curve you away from. Like, He tries to let you know, hey, don't go down this road, because there's nothing but sadness, nothing but unhappiness, and you're just going to be miserable. That's why the Lord says, don't do this, because this happens. And it's very easy for us to just get all angry and say, no, I want to do what I want. But then once we go down that road, the Lord reminds us, hey, I'll have mercy on you and bring you back, but you just wasted some time. So think about that this week. Think about the things that maybe you are having a hard time letting go of, or you're doing something in excess that you shouldn't. Example, playing video games, or you're just being on social media. Maybe you spend 8 hours or 10 hours a day on social media. Maybe learn to curb that. Ask the Lord, help me. Now that I've challenged you to pray and read the Word, how about we turn some of those social media hours, those video game hours, and you turn them towards the Lord. So that's the challenge for this week. And I hope that you do it as best as you can. I know it's hard. So I will see you again. Bye.